So bringing yourself onto your mat, lie down on your back, get yourself comfortable on your mat. Maybe stretch your legs long, taking your hands slightly away from your body, turn the palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes. And just for a moment, stay here. Just let yourself come into you. So notice how your body feels before practice. Being aware of your whole body, of your limbs, your legs, your arms, your head. And maybe noticing connection between your body and your mat. So notice your legs heavy pressing down to the mat, your hips, your back, your head, your arms. Letting go of any thoughts. Staying present on the mat. And then slowly bring your attention into your breath. So notice your inhales and your exhales. And then maybe start breathing a little bit deeper. So maybe inhale into your tummy, into your chest. And then exhale, let go. Few breaths just like that. Inhale into your tummy, into your chest. And exhale, let go. And a few more times just like that. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes. Then with your next inhale, stretching your arms above your head. On an exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest, clasping your hands into your shin, and just roll your ankle one way. Then roll your ankle other way. And exhale your leg down to the mat. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head. Exhale, bring your other knee towards your chest. And again, roll your ankle one way. Then roll your ankle other way. And then exhale it down. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head. Exhale, bring your right leg towards your chest. Clasp your hands onto your thigh or behind your thigh. Inhale, straight that leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knee and bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale, straight your leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And a few more times just like that. So connect the movement with your breath, moving slowly in and out. Control the movement. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, release down to the mat. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head. Exhale, bring your other knee towards your chest, clasping your hands behind your thigh. Inhale, stretch your leg up. Exhale, knee towards your chest. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, knee to chest. And keep going. One last time. Inhale, exhale, and release. Inhale, stretch your arms above your head. Exhale, bring both of your knees towards your chest. Take your chin towards your chest. Just rock from side to side. And now from here, bring your right leg forward or up, bringing your left knee towards your chest, your chin towards your chest. And then inhale here, and exhale, swap other knee towards your chest, extend the left leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale one last time. Inhale, exhale. Bring your knees towards your chest, take your hands behind your thighs and rock yourself back and forth until you will bring yourself into sitting position. Sitting down with your legs crossed. Place one of your hands to the side. Inhale, other one. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And a few movements here. Deep breath in and out. Next time when you inhale your left hand up, stay here and just stretch one side. And maybe look up for a moment towards the ceiling. Breathing into your side. Deep inhale, exhale completely. Inhale here. On an exhale, bow to the side, then take yourself forward. Your left hand is going to the left side, right hands follow. Right hand up, look towards the ceiling and stay here, leaning to the other side. Stretching slowly, other side. Inhale here and exhale, lean forward, taking to the other side. Inhale here, exhale down and take to the other side. Inhale here, exhale down, take to the other side. One last time. Inhale here, exhale down, take to the other side. Inhale here, this time stretch both of your hands towards the sky. On an exhale, twist to one side, look behind you. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Couple more times. One last time. Inhale, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, take your hands to the side so your elbows are aligned with your shoulders. Now on an inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you and reach your chest forward open. With the exhale, that was inhale. With the exhale, take your back, so round your back, hands forward, palms touching. Inhale, slowly open your chest forward, hands to the side, look up. Exhale, round your back, take your hands forward. So slow movement. Inhale, take your chest forward, squeeze your shoulders back. Exhale, round your back, hands forward. One last time. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round forward. And then relax your hands down to the mat, sitting straight. And then roll your head one way. Just notice how is your neck, how are your shoulders. And go to the other side. And now when you're rolling your head, just imagine that your shoulders are getting heavier. So they're going down, completely relaxed, no tension at all. And then bring it to the center. Now slowly bring yourself to table pose. And in a table pose, your hips are above your knees, your shoulders are above your wrists. And then a few cat-cow poses. So on an inhale, take your tummy down. On an exhale, round your back. Inhale, take your tummy down. And exhale, round your back. So slow movement. Again, imagine that you can feel each vertebra in your spine moving. And then from here, slowly bring yourself to sit onto your heels into hero pose. So if you want, you can have your toes curled under, stretching the arches of your feet, knees down to the floor. Take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. If at any point your feet feel really uncomfortable, point your toes back and maybe put your cushions underneath your sit bones. So taking your hands behind you, interlace your fingers and press your shoulders back and down. Open your chest forward. And then breathe into your rib cage, breathe into your heart. One last breath here. And exhale, release. Bring yourself back into table pose. And then from here, keeping your hips above your knees, walk your hands forward. Now release your forehead towards the mat. Maybe your forehead doesn't touch the mat. That's absolutely fine. I want you to create that straight line from your hands to your hips. So maybe pull your belly button to your spine. Take your shoulders back and down. And then point the top of your head towards the mat. Your hands pressing down, fingers spread wide, your middle finger pointing to the top of your mat. And now you shift your focus for a moment into your hands. So your fingers, grip your mat with your fingers, but at the same time press your knuckles down to the mat. So maybe you have gaps between your fingertips and your knuckles. Just check how does it feel for you here. Taking 2 more breaths here. So that's preparation for the downward dog. So this pose is called puppy pose. It's preparing that really nice and strong line with your spine here, what you want to keep in your downward dog. One last breath here, and then slowly walk yourself to table pose. From the table pose, curling your toes under, reach your hips high towards the sky. This time we are going to downward dog. So again, that's the same straight line. Pressing your hands down to the mat, grip your mat with your fingers, keep bent in your knees and your heels away from the mat. Reaching the top of your head towards the mat, shoulders away from your ears. And now if you want some movement here, maybe pedal your feet in a spot, bending one leg then the other one, maybe moving your hips from side to side. And now slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat, bending your knees as much as you need to, maybe taking your hands away from the mat. When you reach the top of your mat, take your feet about hip distance apart, bend your knees and take your tummy and chest towards your thighs. Relax your head down, maybe shake your head yes and no. And now from here, take your hands underneath your feet. So you're taking your hands on the top of your mat, the top of your hands to the mat, and you are standing your toes onto your palms. So we are bending our wrist other way for moments. It's like counter pose for your wrists from your downward dog. You keep your knees bent as much as you need to here and head relaxed completely down. Taking your hands from underneath your feet, slowly roll yourself up to the standing pose. Bringing yourself into mountain pose so your feet are still hip distance apart. Keep connection between your feet and your mat. Take your maybe shoulders back, maybe roll your shoulders back a few times, palms of your hands facing to the top of your mat. And you're standing nice and tall here. Now inhale your hands up towards the sky. On an exhale, take your hands front of your chest. Few movements here. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. This time, inhale, hands up. On an exhale, bow forward, hands down towards the mat if you want to keep bent in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your hands into now holding to your feet, to your ankles. Inhale, bring yourself to standing pose. Now from here, bring yourself to facing maybe side of your mat, wide stand. Take your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest here, press your chest forward, and then lean forward, staying halfway up. So only lean forward halfway up. And now think about your hands. So I move to the side. Bring your hands up. So maybe little pulses up, like you're trying really bring them up. Little pulses here. So you're opening your chest, stretching that front muscles here. Exhale, release your hands down, lean forward a little bit more. Bring your body weight towards your toes, the top of your head, forward towards the mat. Deep breath in and out. Let the back of your legs open here. And then inhale, roll yourself up to standing pose. Bring yourself back up to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. On an exhale, hands down to the mat and step your right leg back, lower your right knee down and take your hips forward here. So it's lower lunge. Your left knee is above your left ankle. Hips soften down. So you feel the stretch on the front of your back leg. Your back toes can be curled under or you can point them back. And we'll rock our slow lunge here. So inhale here, on an exhale, slowly push it back, only a little bit. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back, and maybe walk your hands back. Push your hips back. So you working to straight the front of your leg. If your knees bend, that's absolutely fine. Toes pointing forward, or if you want to bring them up towards the sky, pushing your hips back. Deep breath in and out here. Inhale, bring yourself forward, and then step that right leg forward. Inhale, bring yourself halfway up, hands into your shins, create that flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, bow down, release your tummy and chest towards your thighs. Inhale, roll yourself up, reach your hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands front of your chest. And again, inhale, hands up, reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands down to the mat, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands into your shins, create flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back, lower your left knee down, hips forward. Soften your hips forward, stretching the front of your left leg this time. Right knee is above your foot, above your ankle. So if it's not, just walk that foot a little bit forward. Stay here for a few breaths. And again, from here, we will rock our slow lunge. So inhale here, exhale, push your hips back. Inhale, bring it slightly forward. Exhale, slightly back. So only little rocks back and forth. We're just checking the water. We're trying to see how does it work for you. Inhale forward. On an exhale this time, push your hips back, maybe walk your hands slightly back, bringing your hips above your left knee now. So again, now we are stretching that front leg. Your front leg is either straight or slight bend in your knee, that's absolutely fine. Toes pointing forward or bring them up, your choice here. And breathe. Inhale, bring yourself forward, hands down to the mat, step your right leg back into the plank. Lower your knees down, keeping your elbows close to your body. Lower your chest down to the mat. Stay with your hands as they are. Untuck your toes, toes pointing back. Inhale, shoulders back and open that chest. So like we did on the beginning, pressing your shoulders back and down. Chest is going forward. One more inhale here. On an exhale, push back and take child's pose. Take your knees as wide as your mat, big toes touching. Soften your chest between your legs, your forehead down, stretch your hands forward. Few deep breaths here. So when you inhale, notice your ribs expanding. And when you exhale, everything is just melting into the mat. 2 more breaths here. With your next inhale, walk both of your hands to the right side of your mat, maybe even outside of your mat. Right hand is down to the floor, left hand on the top of your right hand. And then soften your chest down towards the mat and push your left side to the left. So you should feel really deep stretch on your left side, your left ribs. With your next inhale, walk yourself to the center and then take to the other side. This time your left hand is down to the mat, right hand on the top of your left hand. Soften your chest down and press your right ribs to the right side. With your next inhale, bring yourself to the center, and from here, walk your hands towards your knees. Keep your knees as wide as they are, sitting onto your heels. Now from here, press your right hand behind you to the side. Inhale your left hand up, and if you can, lift your hips of your heels. If not, stay with your heels and just lift your left hand to the right corner of your mat. Exhale it down, left hand down behind you, right hand up to the left corner of your mat. If you want, lift your hips high. Exhale it down, let's go to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the other side. Exhale it down one last time, each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then walk yourself to the table pose. From table pose, taking again downward dog, hips high towards the sky. Pedal your feet in the spot. And then from here, roll yourself into the plank. Lower your knees down, chest down. Untuck your toes, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then again take your shoulders back and down, reaching your chest forward. Press your toenails down to the mat. Breathe here. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. From here, bend your right leg and reach your heel towards your sit bones. Now, if you can reach with your right hand, grab either your foot or maybe your leggings, your trousers, and then press it even more. Now, from here, take your tailbone under, and you should feel a really nice stretch on the front of your thigh, of your right thigh. Lifting your chest slightly, maybe up. Few breaths here. Exhale it down to the mat. And now let's go to the other side. Bend your left leg, reach with your left hand towards your foot, ankle, or maybe grab your trousers and then press that leg down towards your sit bones. Tuck your tailbone under and feel that deep stretch on the front of your left leg. Exhale, release. Take your hands next to your rib cage. Squeeze your shoulders back so your elbows are up towards the sky, and then press, push to table pose and take downward dog again. Staying in downward dog for a moment here again. Remember pressing that hands down to the mat, fingers gripping the mat. And then from here, bring your both feet close together, so maybe big toes touching here. Inhale your right leg back and up, and on an exhale, take that leg knee forward towards your chest, but step that right foot outside your right hand. So maybe onto the side of the mat. If your leg lands somewhere on the middle of the mat, take your right hand, move it forward, so your knee is aligned above your ankle. And now keep your both hands inside your mat, right foot on the right side of your mat. Now lower your left knee down, take your right hand into your right knee. Inhale here on the exhale, twist, so your chest is towards your right thigh here. So twisting here. So all the twists that we will be doing is really good for your digestive system. Deep breath in and out. Exhale your hand down to the mat and step that. So lift that left knee off the mat, step the right leg back, downward dog. Inhale here through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And this time going to the other side, left leg back and up. Exhale, left knee to your chest, and then step that left leg outside your left hand. So again, left knee is above your ankle. Both of your hands are inside your left leg. Right knee down, toes may be pointing back. Taking left hand onto your left knee. Inhale here, exhale, twist, look to the left side. Breathe here. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat and tuck your toes of your right leg, right knee of the mat. Step that left leg back, downward dog again here. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and then walk your hands towards your feet. And then from here, slowly roll yourself up into standing pose. Roll your shoulders back. And then bring yourself to balancing pose, so bringing yourself to tree pose. Bringing yourself to your right leg, left knee to the side, hands may be in front of your chest. So ground yourself through your right leg, really press that leg down and imagine that there is invisible string holding you up. Hands in front of your chest, maybe elbows to the side for balance, or if you prefer, you can keep your hands to the side. Your choice here. Now find the point of focus maybe on the floor or something in front of you, and then move that left foot slightly up onto your calf. If you're practicing a lot that tree pose and you want to take your leg a little bit higher, feel free to do so, making sure your foot is pressing under or above your knee, not on your knee. Now, if you find balance here, you're steady, maybe extend your arms to the side, then maybe look up. Then bring your knee forward and then relax down. Roll your ankles, shake them off. Now we're going to the other side, left leg down. So press that left leg, right knee to the side, hands in front of your chest. Again, find that balance point of focus and then maybe move your leg up. Or maybe stay with your toes down onto the mat. So your choice, your practice, where you are, finding that balance here. Breathing deeply. Maybe extend your arms, maybe look up, maybe close your eyes, whatever you fancy here. And exhale, release, roll your ankle. Now taking your legs as to the side, so wide stance, so you might want to stand to the side of your mat. Take your right foot out, so right foot pointing to the top of your mat, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. And then from here, we are going to warrior pose. So your chest and your hips is facing to the side of the mat, hands shoulder level here. So feeling connection between your feet and your mat, your back foot, so that leg what is straight. Imagine that you want to press the outside of your foot to the mat. So the arch of your foot is drawing up, so it's really lifting up. And now look towards your right hand, right middle finger. Right knee bend, gaze on the right hand. Two more breaths here, really nice, strong warrior two. And then from here, relax your right elbow down and then take your left hand up above your ear, above your head, palm facing towards the mat. If that feels uncomfortable, you can just stretch your hand up towards the sky. So whatever you add. Maybe look up, opening your chest a little bit more towards the sky. Two more breaths here. And exhale, bring yourself back to warrior two. And then release your hands down. So right foot in, left foot out, left knee bent, left knee aligned with your ankle, right leg straight. Hands shoulder level. Now look towards your left hand. And again, feel the connection between your feet and your mat. Then relax your left elbow down to the mat, right hand take above your ear, palm facing down towards the mat. And maybe look up, breathing nicely here. Inhale, bring yourself back up. And exhale, release. Bring yourself to standing pose, mountain pose, feet as wide as your hips. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest here. And just notice if there is any sensation in your legs. One more breath here. And then bring yourself into the top of your mat. Inhale your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, taking halfway up, hands into your shins, flat back. Exhale, hands down, take your heels away from the mat and sit your hips down. Inhale here. On an exhale, lower your heels down, hips up towards the sky. Inhale, sit down, heels away. Exhale, heels down, hips up. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, slowly lower yourself down to the mat, sitting down onto the mat, taking your feet to the top of your mat. Sit onto your hips. Inhale, stretch your hands up towards the sky. Keep your back straight. Pull your tummy in towards your spine. And on an exhale, lean back, hands forward. Staying here. So you have a few options here. You can stay here. You can lift your legs off the mat into the boat pose. You can hold yourself behind your thighs. Just be steady, steady yourself here in that pose. Keeping your shoulders back, back straight, balancing on your sit bones. Breathing here. And on an exhale, lean forward, both feet soles together, knees to the side, lean forward. Took your chin towards your chest. And feel nice stretch around your spine, your neck. Inhale, bring yourself up. Bring your feet flat into the mat. Inhale your hands up towards the sky. Now on an exhale, slowly roll yourself down to the mat. So try to control that movement. So rolling one vertebra at a time. Roll really your chest forward, chin towards your chest. And then when you roll yourself completely down, bring your knees towards your chest, cuddle them in and rock from side to side. Now from here, take your knees away from your chest, take your hands towards your knees, and then roll your knees one way. And then roll your knees other way, drawing the circles with your knees here. And then maybe opposite way, so taking one to the right, one to the left, drawing the circles, big or small. Taking outwards, then inwards. And then bring your feet down to the mat. Pressing your feet down to the mat, we are going into bridge pose. So walk your feet as close as possible towards your hip bones. And then from here, press your feet down to the mat and lift your hips towards your chest. Took your tailbone under. And now from here, To engage your legs and your glutes, think about pulling your heels towards your hips. So they're pressing down to the mat and then pull them in, like towards yourself, reaching your hips even higher. Hands down to the mat, palms facing down. Or if you open more with your chest here, maybe take your shoulder blades underneath, maybe taking your hands underneath, interlacing your fingers. Breathe here. And exhale, release. Again, taking maybe your knees to the chest, rock from side to side, or take happy baby pose, bringing your feet above your knees. Draw your tailbone down to the mat. Maybe rock from side to side. Now from here, relax your left leg down to the mat. So your leg can be completely straight, relaxed to the mat, or bend your leg and foot flat onto the mat. Your right knee is softened towards your chest. Few breaths here. And now from here, take your leg up towards the sky. Maybe clasp your hands either behind your thigh or on your thigh, or maybe behind your calf. Again, your left leg can be straight and relaxed down to the mat, or if you prefer in this pose, bend your knee of your left leg. Feel free to do so. Now again, bend your knee towards your chest and then take that knee to the right side and that right foot into your thigh. So you're opening your hip. So it's very similar like we were doing into the tree pose. So you can have your right foot either into your calf or higher into your thigh. We're just opening our hip to the side here now. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, bring that knee again back towards your chest, so right knee towards your chest. And then with your exhale, take left hand onto your right knee and take that right knee to the left side, so across. Extend your right arm to the right and you look to the right. So you're creating like a belly twist here. Keep both of your shoulders down to the mat. So it doesn't matter how far that right knee is going towards the left side. We are stretching all the muscles across your spine, your middle section of your back. And inhale, bring it to the center, and then relax that leg down to the mat. Stay here for a few breaths. And just notice how is your right leg compared to your left leg. Notice if there are any sensation or anything going on in your legs. Now bring your left knee towards your chest. Clasp your hands into your shin. Let that knee relax towards your chest. Your right leg again can be straight and relaxed down to the mat, or you can bend your knee and place your foot down to the mat. Now extend that leg up towards the sky, taking your hands either to your thigh, to your calf. And then bend that knee again towards your chest. Take your right hand to your left knee and take that left knee across towards the right side. Extend your left hand to the left side and then look towards the left. Inhale, bring it to the center. And on an exhale, release down to the mat. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Now from here, if you want, you can stay as you are, or you can take reclined butterfly pose, bringing both of your feet soles together, knees to the side. Now place left hand onto your chest and right hand onto your tummy. Close your eyes. And now keep your attention on your breath, but I want you to count your breath. So we will work on our exhale. So when you inhale, count to 4. Then when you exhale, count to 6. So your exhale will be a little bit longer. It's amazing breath for your nervous system. So if you have really stressful days or really bad day at some point, you can use that breath to sit down somewhere or even lie down and just breathe for a few minutes like that, making sure your exhale is longer. So when you inhale, count to 4. Then when you exhale, count to 6. Then with your next exhale, with the help of your hands, bring your knees to the center. Take your feet as wide as your mat and bring your knees to the middle of your mat. So your knees are going inwards. And stay here for just a couple of breaths. And then slowly relax yourself into Shavasana pose. So if you've got any blanket or cushions you want to use, wrap yourself up or place the cushion underneath your head, feel free to do so. Or maybe you want to place cushions or blanket underneath your knees, so just elevate your knees a little bit. That would be good as well. And then slowly relax down to the mat. So it's time for your relaxation. Time to let your body digest the practice, what we've just done. So lie down, relax down to the mat. Close your eyes. And like on the beginning of the class, just scan your body from your toes to your head. Notice how you feel. Relaxing each part of your body, letting go of any thoughts, letting go of doing long inhales or exhales, just letting your breath be as it is. Relax your feet, relax your toes, relax your ankles. Relax your shins. Relax your knees. Let go of any tension in your thighs and your hips. Relax your tummy. Relax your chest. Let go of any tension in your back. Your shoulders. Relax your arms and your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Relax your neck, your head, and your forehead. Soften your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw. And just breathe. And now slowly bring your attention back to your body. Notice your toes, notice your fingers. Maybe move your head from side to side. Taking deep breath in, stretch your arms above your head, stretch your legs, stretch your toes. And with your exhale, bring both of your knees towards your chest. Cuddle them in and just rock from side to side. Roll yourself to one of your side, taking there a couple of breaths. Then slowly bring yourself up to sitting position. And when you inhale, stretch your arms above your head, stretch long, and then exhale, take your hands under your chest. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me